Okay, we're up. How's it? Welcome back to Dune Awakening. So this is update 2.1.0.1, I think. Civils will be offline in 14 hours. Okay, we're good. Long enough for me to check out the update. 1.2.1.0.0. That's what it is. I don't need that open. And basically, yeah, this is what... when did I do it? Was it last week Tuesday? Might have been last week Tuesday. And I went over and onto the test client and checked out the update. That popping up? That's popping up. And yeah, basically, I think what I'm going to do today is just do a deep desert build. Because then what we can do is, I've got a pre-saved base, right? Yeah, I've got a pre-saved base. And what I'll do is I'll set the base up, and then I'm going to change it to the Dune Man set. And then we can like, you know, see the new set, see the replacement feature. And then we'll go over, I'll pull the update up on the web, of course, and we can just go over everything as well. Because there's a few other things. So here's a new thing. Do you see that? I don't know. Hold on. You can't see it. But basically, when you approach a base... Oh, thanks. When you approach your base, effectively, it'll tell you what the remaining days and hours are of power, right? Get away from this. I imagine it's as we cross the threshold of the... into the base. It was doing it a fair amount in the test client. I mean, damn, it popped up literally for a second. It's probably not going to do it now. And I'm going to look like a clown. There might be a timer on it as well. Let's get away from it. Decent. Okay. Now, am I going to go change my entire base to the Dune Man set? I don't know. It's easier now, to be fair. There we go, there it is. So my taxes are unpaid. I got 13 days of power, but my shield's active. That's awesome. Just as like a quick, you know. My taxes are unpaid, though. I need to go sort that out. Okay, so. My current base saved in my Salido is done in plastone. So, in order to... I need to find my Salido. But yeah, it's done in plastone, so that would mean I would have to take the plastone with me in order to build it. Unless I can replace a projection. Let's try. Let's just change this. So once I've done a few things, I'll just go over the update and the patch notes. I just want to kind of do a quick test of this. And then yeah, the idea is to just go and do a base build and test out all the things. But so there's the new Dune Man set. Has its own thing. Oh, and the one thing we couldn't do was the Prudence store, because literally, like, I didn't realize in the test server you can't transfer. So yeah, I had to start again. All right, so this is what I want to test. So if I build, let's say if I place a thing, okay, there we go. Then I want to replace it. Can I replace? I can't. Can't replace hologram buildables. Damn. So you would have to build first. Then you could replace. I'm trying to replace a plastone with a... Thanks. I don't want to test. Okay. So that works. But it has to be built first. Okay, so that changes things a little bit. And we can't rotate it. So it's facing that way. So it'll continue to face that way. Okay, so that means that the projection that I've saved is all done in plastone. So even though it would be quicker to just drop the Solido... shit. Yeah, because I'd have to drop the Solido projection. There's the pop-up. That's awesome. I have to drop this Leto projection, build in plastone, then replace in granite. Right, because the Dune Man set's in granite. And I did an Atreides base, so which is all plastone. Where the hell's my Solido? Let me just check. Oh, here we go, bro. Round and round we go. Okay. There's my Solido. Alright, so I need to think about this. So do I go into the deep desert, drop the Solido projection, build in plastone, replace in granite? Or do I just go and build in granite? I mean, I pretty much know what the base is going to look like. It's just enough space for a thopter and, you know, 2 wind traps on the roof. I'm not building the, what's his name yet? The large spice refiner. So I'm not too stressed about height. See, it kind of... Okay, let's just do it. I'm going to take a lot of water. Okay, that's probably a bit... It's probably a bit much. Right, I'm going to take... No, actually, no, hang on. Yeah, I'm going to take a lot of water. That's fine. Since I'm taking everything I need into the DD... Where is the... Most of the stuff, to be fair... is up in the what's his name box, but I'm gonna have to load up the thopter. Once I've loaded up the thopter, then yeah. Okay, so I'll go to I've literally got a specific box upstairs for everything I need for the DD. Let's just check. Okay, there was. Okay, so I just want to throw this onto the thopter, because we're going to need this anyway. I think I can get away with like 2,000 building mats. Look, luckily they're you know, I did a whole bunch of refining as well. Look, they you know, they only cost half, which is awesome. Okay, so I got aluminium and I got plastinium. Now, how much am I going to need of each? Probably not this much. That's a bit. That's a lot. But this time I am going to be building a. I will take 500. That seems fine. It's fine. Yeah, steel and. Yeah, I'm going to be taking like... Wait, what am I talking about? Oh yeah, I need to take a fair amount of plastinium because I'm going to be building the large refiner. Ore refiner, not spice. And so, because the efficiency, I'm trying to just maximize efficiency. You know, 1200 mils of water every ingot is getting tiresome. The spice. You know, whereas if I can drop that down, I don't know how much it drops down to, but I'll check it now. I'm sure it's like 1,000. Okay, so most of my stuff is already here. Neat. I want to just take 500 aluminium should be fine. 185 Dura. Yeah. Another. Oof. Okay, we need this stuff. That stuff. That stuff. That. Oh no, this I can actually carry. Thanks very much. And then silicone blocks. Right? I don't need 500 copper. That's ridiculous. Leave that behind. Do I need... Yeah, probably. Okay, so we've got 250, 250. 500 aluminium sounds a bit absurd. So I'm going to leave half of that back. And then... Yeah, that should be good. I'm going to take this as well. Because all I'm going to do is literally... I need to first obviously find... some metal. I need to grab some metal and I need to grab... Damn, I'm out of space already, bro. Leave this behind. Yeah, because I'm going to need to grab... Yeah, I'm going to need to grab metal. And then some fuel cells. Unless I can quickly farm them. Which would be better. Now, should I dismantle the buggy immediately or go into a base setup first and then come get the buggy? I'm going to come get the buggy because I'm not going to do... I thought I was going to do a deeper desert build. In other words, like... yeah. Go up to row E or D. But... I don't have enough melange. Melange! Shit, I knew I forgot something. I don't have enough melange to build the large spice refinery, so it doesn't make sense to yeah. Doesn't make sense. Can I just park it actually down at the bottom? I'll just grab some... There's always enough metal and fuel cells in the desert, so it's not a deep desert. It's not like I'm going to be struggling, but all I need is like what, 250, 500 metals. Oh, the other thing I'm going to try and do, that's right, instead of building like a whole bunch of generators, like the little ones, I'm going to build instead... can I access the... I can't. Instead, I'm going to build a spice generator. Because it's like, yeah, I've got so much spice residue. Well, should I not worry about that now? I'm just thinking. Should I not worry about that now and do that when I go into the deep desert? It's 1,000 power though. And the large ore refiner, yeah. Bro, that thing's big, dude. Okay, so let's just quickly check. Where am I going? No, it's under utilities, isn't it? Yeah, there it is. Okay. Cobalt paste, we got advanced machinery. That's a problem. 430 platinum ingots. Okay, we don't have that either. Oh, look in the deep desert. What's that? 215. Still, we don't have enough advanced machinery. That means I need to do a testing station run. Okay, so I'm not going to worry about it now. Do I have enough of this? Calibrated servox. Yep. Cobalt paste. Yep. That's enough for prudence. And then fuel cells, I think I've spent most of them already. In fact, I'm sure I have. So I'll get a quick 800 with the buggy. That should be enough just to power like the prudence stores. That's all I need to power initially. There should be, or there was before the Coriolis. Shit, that's been moved. I had a fuel cell right here. Quickly drive around. I'm sure there's gonna be one. There's normally a node by the base. I'll just grab a quick. Is there? Ah, got a corpse just chilling on the damn buggy. Put that on. Any fuel cells? Seriously? Well, welcome to the update. We're just going to be looking for fuel cells the whole time. I mean, seriously, is there not one, like, fuel cell node? Whoops. No. Are you serious? They couldn't have just put one by the base? Look, I mean, it's obviously not like... There's not one. Well, that sucks. Okay. I need some batteries before I go in, otherwise just now we get a dust storm. I'm gonna deal with that shit. And I literally just need one. The Mark 6 I'll get 800 just from one. The last time was... Okay, let's try up here. No? This one's gone as well. Okay. Let's not get hit by a solid car right now. I mean, this is... Bro. I mean... Should I just ignore it and just do it in the deep desert? Whoa, what's with the frames dropping, bro? Nope. Nothing. Unreal. Plenty of mats, but no one fuel cells. I mean, surely that's something that shouldn't be sparse, ever. It's not in the deep desert. Normally a shitload of them around. I mean, like, this is... Oh, let's not go into quicksand. Be a bit of a fail. Ah! Definitely the furthest I've had to drive away from the base just to find some fuel cells. Done. Yeah. Let's not go through bandit camps. Okay, so that should be enough. 800 is plenty. All we literally need to do is power prudence stores and, into shields. For now. But yeah, what I'll do is that I'll build in Plastone, because it's going to be the quickest. Get the base up and running. And then, Hey, what's up, Tim? I'll have loaded the crazy cost for Mark 3 buggies. I'm going to make those... Ah, okay. That makes sense. Look, I mean, I'm pretty much running Mark 3 chassis and some other pieces, and then the engine boot and cutlery. Oh, and the treads. And the treads are also changed. But yeah, not a bad idea. It's just the... I'll tell you now what it is. Yeah, Mark 3, Mark 3. I'm sure the chassis is also Mark 3. Yep. And then treads are 5. Boot is 5, but it's like the unique one. And then cutlery is 6. And then the engine's also unique 5. Can I transfer... What's the best way to transfer? I also need a large fuel cell. Ah, thanks. I'm maxed. Can I throw one on there? Yeah, we'll have plenty. There we go. Transfer from buggy. Need to go sort this corpse out. Why don't I just leave a corpse on the buggy? Whoops. So would you run Mark 3s? And then would you then do a better cutlery though? Because the Mark 3 cutlery is like not great. Put that there. Alright, so I'll leave that for now. Should we be sensible and pay our taxes? Probably. Did I move all my cash over to the exchange? I don't think so. Isn't it all here? It is. Here we go. I'll go drop the cash off. Pay for the... Ah! All Mark 3 and change the country depending on what I'm farming. Okay, got you. Yeah. Yeah, I suppose you could run a Mark 5 for like mostly, you know, everything in Haga, and then you just need a 6 for DD. The 6 is nice though in terms of, you know, the returns. Okay, full containers. Bang. That should be enough to get going. 40 liters. A quick check. Stone. Food and stores. Winter shields. Juice. Fuel. Okay. That's enough to get going. So we'll do this. We'll pay taxes, get to the DD, build the base, and then we'll go over patch notes. Or we can go over patch notes at what's his name actually? Oh, why is my booster so damaged? Probably because I use it all the time. I just can't remember if it was a brand new one or if I picked it up from something and I'll check that. Durability glitch. It should either spice-infused durability welding wire, further reduce durability loss, or reverse durability loss. There was a glitch. Oh, I never used that. I would have liked to have used that on the damn suspensor belts. The suspensor belts were the thing that really got to me. They just, because I mean, they just died so quickly. Oh, should I go to row A this time, or should I go? I mean, I'm going to row A. I mean, should I go to point 1 to 3, or should I go mid now? Oops. Very glad there's no damage. Yeah, that would be kind of cool. So you have like spiced wire, but then also there needs to be some form where you can repair tools, you know, Like the torch and the power pack, and definitely the dispenser ball. Be nice to like infuse that with, you know. I'll go to Arrakeen, it's the closest. Be nice to infuse that with like spice something, you know, and then like spice infused repairs or some shit, whatever. Just something that it like, you know. Or the durability loss is the same. An advanced repair station, yeah, that could work. So the durability loss could be the same, but you could reverse it with using spiced materials. Right? So the cost would increase of the spiced material every time you want to try and keep something last for longer, but you know, you still can have it like you can still run around with it feeling like max. Because I don't even repair the dispenser bolt when it gets to 50. When it's 50, I'm like done. Because it's pointless. Look, to be fair, I'm not doing like any major missions now, but like the second you go on like a mission, or if you especially any story stuff, by the time you finished it on a 50%, your thing's dead. So it was just like, no, 50 was the absolute like, yeah, absolute minimum I would go. So it just became like, it just, it wasn't good enough. And it also didn't make sense because the power pack lasted longer, but you used it more. You used the power pack for everything, and yet that was fine. Look, I'm not saying that they need to make the power pack last less long, but, it just, the dispenser should have broken much later in comparison to the power pack. But yeah, that'd be cool. So like if we could do, it would cost you more. Is this the exchange? It is. I need to pay taxes. Fine. We just deposit cash first, then go pay taxes. I thought that the what's his name, by the way?
How much Stellaris?
Everything, bro. What did I just do there?
How much Stellaris?
All of it. Thanks. I thought the exchange was a centralized exchange. I didn't realize it was an exchange per server. What's his name pointed that out to me on Sunday. It should be a central exchange, because then you have a central economy. Standard Duro or Plastinium wire, each with its own durability reduction. Okay. Tax. Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, that could work.
You again? What now?
Pay total. It's fine. Or yeah. So I'd be good with that. And then and then again, like it costs more to like the more of the red that you've burned through to like make that purple, whatever. It would cost more. You know what I mean? Like you'd spend more resources the longer you wanted to keep it. To take the red away with purple, effectively. But yeah, it would still be better because I'd get the dispenser to 50, and then repair it, and then add the spice, repair. So if I'm running around with 100% usable equipment, rather than a thing that lasts half the amount of time. Because it just becomes like useless at that point. Like not completely useless, but it's just irritating because you know how quickly it's going to burn out, and then just like Compact compactor Mark 6 costs 80 spice to make, 60 spice to fully repair. 60. Damn. I didn't realize that. I just made one. Because I, like a complete fool, I'm tracking it. I deleted my Mark 5. The compact compactor, the unique. I just deleted it. I went to the recycler instead of the repair thing, and just, oh, fuck, annoying as hell. Okay, so where am I going? Should I do middle this time? Since I've done a deep desert and... Yeah, let's do the middle. Done one on the right and on the left. If it's fully broken. Yeah. But I mean, it pretty much like after... It gets almost broken after one medium spice field run. So... Yeah, that's nuts. 60... Jesus. How much can we make from one? What's it? It's 750 sand for 10 melange, right? Right. That's on the medium. That's cool. Jeez, how many wind traps? Ten wind traps? Holy shit. I need to up my game. I've been doing 2. Jesus. 9 over there. Okay. I want lots of mats, but not so many bases around me, eh? Oh, oops. Otherwise, we're going to be fighting over nodes, and that's going to get old fast. So it would cost 10,000 spice to cover the repair. No, that's absurd. Yeah, that's way too high. How much spice do we get from one medium field? Around that number. No, that's too high. That's way too high. Oh god, is there a sandstorm? There is a sandstorm! I'm gonna have to go out and come back in again. Oh, damn it. A lot of bases around here, though. Okay, here's not so bad. Is that gonna come? It might go past us, actually. It's looking a little ominous, bro. Okay, here's not too bad. Sector A4. I might build it here. Pretty empty. I have to respec to add the skills for armor, weapons, and vehicle repair. So, yeah, I suppose with T6, everything costs melange, right? Ooh. I think that's going past us, bro. Can't see, obviously, because the fog of war. No, we're okay. Okay. Where should I build? And access to lots of nodes. This looks good. There's a cheeky base there. Somewhere flat would be nice as well. How big is my base? Will it fit here? I don't know. 10,000 spice just to fix the damn... Bro, that's a lot. I mean, yeah, it's like... Ooh, that's very flat. Yeah. I'm just, but still. So, because it's like one medium spice field is about 10,000 melange. It's around that number with filling up the thopter. Which is, you know what I mean? So, like, you fill up the thopter, you go in, like, with spice sand, which will pretty much break the... I mean, look, that's how far I went down. So this is a brand new one. I went and then did a medium field. Right? And I filled up, and I ran out of space on the thopter. 10,000 sand with the brake compactor from 100 to 0. Then I must have done slightly less. But my thopter was full. Like, I couldn't fill it anymore. So, yeah, that means you're going to have to do, like, what? 1.5 or 1 1/3 loads. The math doesn't math. Right? Because you'll just be literally farming spice to repair the damn compactor. Oh, I need to place my... There should be plenty of space, I reckon. Yeah. Big ass space, but fuck it. Fine. It's cool. Okay. So, I need to just quickly do a... I'll move this to there. Move that to there. Oh, shit. Obviously. Ah! Damn it. It's 15. Isn't there another... Oh, there is. There we go. Thanks. Oh, it's 20. This week, A8 has the best concentration of titanium in Stravidium nodes. I don't have enough space. What can I put back on the thopter? Well, shit. Ah. That worked. So this week, my plan was to... I'm going to get the... What's his name? The large ore refinery. We should be able to fit the base in this. It's going to be tight though. Woohoo! Ah, shit. Oh, no, it fits. Whoa. Just about, bro. Look, I haven't completely maxed out the size, but it's close. It must be placed... I'm gonna put it right there. Should be fine. Yeah, so my plan is to do the... Oh! That was easy. Which way is this? Okay. I want it facing that direction. I wish we could have like a slightly, you know, oh well, a bird's eye view kind of vibe. Again, I haven't absolutely maxed it, but one corner kind of makes sense to do, right? So let's do it from this corner. Because there's nothing back here, so. But yeah, it'd be neat to have like, just be able to see. Whoosh. No, don't be annoying. What is going down at the end there, bro? No. Oh, don't be annoying. What am I missing? All pieces would be... Tell me it's not going to fuck up because of an internal structure. Control mouse wheel up and down? I'm playing with controller. Oh, there we go. Alright. What I want to do is do exactly like this, just the other way around. Okay. It'll work. It has to. There we go. God, why is there so much on the other side? Alright. I see some shit going on the other side there, but I'm not too stressed. What? What is going on? See, this kind of shit makes me, you know, question if this leader works. Control mouse up and down. No, it's not that, I'm afraid. That piece is fucked out. Okay, well, I'll just do it this way. I don't know why it's different this way. Makes no sense to me, but anyway. Shall I do it like that? Yeah. I'm gonna have to just change where this sits. Put the door on the other side. That's fine. Let's just have a look around and it's just space-wise. Oh, that's cool. What the... I did not put that there. It's fine. This'll work. It'll work. What's the ramp like? Yeah, we're good. Okay. Now, we need to drop mats. Which is going to be interesting. I need to... build a... I need some of this. Oh, I don't need that many, good grief. I'll need like, what is it? It's like 15 or whatever for a box. Put that back. I'll need some of this. Yeah. Just one. No, 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 no. Bro. Not be a menace right now. And then I need some aluminium. Right? 2. That's not going to be enough. Let me just put back that. 22. How much is it? 45? But even in the DD. Well, that's not annoying. Yeah, what can I drop? Iron. Okay, I can put that iron back, but I'm still not going to have enough space. There we go. There we go. It's on the... yeah, it's on there. Sword backpack by volume. The backpack I'm not too stressed about. There we go. I just need enough to do this first little thing. So I'm used to the kind of like layout now. You know? If I change it, I'm going to be looking around for shit. Okay, I'll just quickly get rid of that. Oh, yeah, I should have enough storage. There we go. Ah. Done. That's the hardest part, bro. Okay. Do I need to seriously park the thopter closer? Okay. We'll park it in the middle of the damn thing for now. See if this registers. Yay! Okay. So I'm not going to worry about placement of... I've maxed out. We're going to need some servox, and I'll just do this quickly. There we go. That should be enough for there. Okay. Let's just move this. Where was the line? About there, right? No. I'm going to worry about placement of like internal stuff. I'm literally just going to do the outside, and then we just need it. Then we'll go over patch notes and we'll do the replacement, and then because I want to change it to the Dune Man set. Definitely. I love that set. It's awesome. And I got to play with it in the what's his name, the test server. So, do you think they'll ever do like one-click build, or is it always going to be this whole business? Be amazing if it was just like click, 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 click. God. Oh, bro, I'm definitely not going to worry about I didn't bring any spice melange. Ooh, it's fine. Because my idea is once I've replaced it with granite, then I'm not going to need all the plastone. And again, once we've checked out the update, then, you know, and all the patch notes and stuff. Let's just switch it with one click destroy. Ooh, yeah. The thing is, like, if they could speed this up, you know, and also the one that gets me is the, I don't know if it's done on purpose, but like, you know, when you're collecting piles of spice sand, bro, it's just, it feels like a couple of milliseconds just too long, and then you go over to the next pile and you didn't pick up the last one. Oh, it fucking gets me. Speed that up, that'd be grand. Jesus, this base is quite large now that I think about it. It's fine. Whenever I make it smaller, I always end up extending it, so... Fine. Should I have made it a little bit higher so I have, you know, not have plants growing through it? Probably. Worm? That worm sphincter factor. It's just like, and yeah, it's just that little too long. You know? Like, this isn't too bad, to be fair. Could be worse. Alright. So, yeah. Now, technically, I should have done a Harko base build on the previous one, and the reason for that is the replacement of... Whoa, no, I'm trying to replace walls here, bro. Fuck, really? The half walls, there's no half wall in the Dune Man set, and on the Harko set, the roof pieces that I always used were They were, yeah, they were half and a bit. Right, so with the Atreides though, you've got to use the half wall, and then you've got to use this piece. Not enough materials. Oh shit, it's granite anyway. It's fine. I'm not going to need it, so... Boonk. But yeah. With the Dune Man set, it's... They don't have halves. We can get rid of that. So it's just something to bear in mind. At least they didn't in the test server, did they? Ooh, I'm getting burnt to a crisp. Let's just check. So this technically is so this would replace the Atreides half wall, and if I can get it to rotate, that'd be swell. What the fuck? Why is it doing that? But basically, oh, don't be annoying. You can see it's the same. So it's literally the... I can't get it to rotate, which is annoying as hell, but yeah, it's the same as a half wall plus the top piece. Is it because it's seeing the... Ah, that's why. Did I not select it? There. So now we should be able to. I need to actually switch favorites now. But you'll see this will be... Ah, there we go. Can you just line up? I don't know why this is being a pain in the ass, but there. My God. So there we go. So it's the same. So and effectively what I'm going to do is the same thing, right? So I'm going to build this out to there, all the way around, and then the pentashield is going to connect to that top piece. Okay, so let me... What I could actually do, since I've bought plastone and no granite, is I can do the same thing just with the Harko, right? Take standard switches and you're digging it by hand. Oh yeah, no, that's also painful. Almost lost my assault to the damn grandfather worm. I wasn't on stream though. I'm gonna have to demolish this. See, this whole section is not going to work now that I think about it, because I put in a lot of extra stuff. And it was all granite. Oof. So the one thing is I don't think so. We need to just check it. But the Dune Man set, I don't think has lights like the Observer and the what's his name? The Caladan set. I can quickly do this. Test my theory, right? So... Now we can replace... Oh, if you want to copy, by the way, you need to push... what's his name? Is it L3 or R3? I forget. It's L. Right? Yeah, L3. Okay, so the copy's been... Obviously, that's changed to a button. So replace... If I go to Dune Man... I don't have enough granite. And we can't replace projections. But effectively, it would be that. But I don't have granite. Did I bring any granite with me at all? Did I have any on the Thopter? I did not. So we're going to have to build in plastone first, which is fine. We'll just use this set. and then I'll get some granite. We'll do some changes. But the nice thing is, like, the Dune Man windows. Oh nope, are probably. I mean, I love the windows of the Atreides set, but the Dune Man windows, man, they look really good. And they look good, and they're like super functional. I can't show you, of course, because they're like, it's nice and clear. What is this? That's a staircase. What am I doing? Okay, so let's just... Okay, there we go. Yeah, I put in a lot of extra crap. That's fine. Demolish this. Okay. And then I can replace all of this. So yeah, I should have done a Harko build, done the projection, well, on my last one, and then done this leader projection, and yeah, would have been faster, but at the end of the world, no, because then this is just a one-click replace. Look, the fastest, I guess, would have actually just been to why is this being now? Is it because there's a... Oh, no. There we go. Thanks. Yeah, ideally I should have actually just built the whole thing in granite. Then just brought granite with me. That would have been the fastest, but fuck it. No. I don't know why it does that now again. If it's an angle thing or... But luckily, yeah, my whole roof is just one big pentashield. I'll sacrifice the power. Okay, it's actually easier to do from underneath. Then once I've done this, we'll go over patch notes, and then I'll what's his name? Go get some granite, and also pick up my buggy. Because yeah, so my thinking is this week is to focus on the large ore refinery, sort that out, and then once I have enough materials, which I should after that. Then I'm going to focus on the large spice refinery. But for that, it doesn't make sense to build in row A. You know, because yeah, traveling 11 k's each time is, yeah, you know, gets old. Can I just focus on this one and then... Oh, hold on, that's why. Copy. Oh no, why is he doing that? Okay, there we go. But I'm not gonna lie, the replace feature's rad. You know, it the only thing that I did notice in the test server is you can't rotate. So now and again, it wouldn't happen often. Basement is blocked by another object. And now and again, it would, yeah, it would bomb out, and like, I'd have to destroy anyway because it would build the wrong way around. You know, and it was odd. Again, it didn't happen often, but we can't, you can't rotate the replacement. So it's kind of fixed. There we go. Being able to replace this rather than having to destroy and rebuild. Yeah, it's awesome. Which we will do now. No. There we go. Okay, so that's done. Just the wall left. That's fine. I'm actually going to need... What? How many of these am I going to need for all the Penta Shield? The only thing I need to decide is what I'm going to do with this. I need to rebuild this, but on the other side. It's going to be daft having it here. And then, yeah, then I'm going to decide what I'm going to do with the lights. You know, because I could just use normal lights and not worry about the tiles that have the lights built in. They're just handy though, man. No. Yeah. Done. Okay. Yeah, that sorts that out. So then, yeah, the only thing... What is going on here? It was interesting. Placed a projection over the existing piece, and it was the same piece. Okay. Yeah, put in this whole, like... Sometimes, you know, you get stuck on building shit. Let me just drink some water before I perish. Okay. That's all walls done. Yep, I just need to do one quick little thingy here. Okay, thanks. This is all granite. Yeah. Because the Penta Shield, I mean, I could do the whole thing, but I mean... Get rid of this. This is also going to move. Done. So I'll try and do one big ass... Yeah, let's try it. What's the power going to... The power drain going to be? It's 3 per, isn't it? I was sure it's 3 per tile. I need to put that on there. Boink. Okay. How much did I bring? I bought 800 cells, right? I mean, that's a fair amount. It's 3. Yeah, we should be fine. It's gonna be massive. It's gonna be doesn't allow me to do it. Why is it being annoying? Okay. There we go. Right, let's check what the draw is currently. 146. Oh, that should be fine. Just 2 of those will do it. And then where did I put my sub-fief? Sub-fief is still outside, no? Did I move it inside already? Where the hell did I move my sub-fief to? Oh, tell me I didn't do something stupid and destroy it. Nope, there it is. I wouldn't be able to build, right? Obviously. Okay, put that inside. How many should I do just for a 800 cells? Kind of feels stupid to just put them into 3. Let's do... No, man. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4... 75... 150, 300... 450? 450. Okay. Power up. Here we go. Okay, done. Big ass box for now, but that'll do. We're gonna get my buggy and just drop off everything else I don't need, and then, yeah, we need granite. But before I do that, I'm gonna go over patch notes. Ah. And then, yeah, then I'm gonna build the buggy door here. I'm not gonna worry about that right now. Let's go over patch notes. Okay, so patch notes. There we go. I need to bring them up on my side as well. It's a shit. Rid of the extra trash. Don't need that. And then also we can maximize space. Okay, there we go. So, now we did go over like quite a bit, so I'm just going to do the main highlights. So the replace mode is what we're going to be playing with a bit now. I gotta get enough granite. And it's compatible, so it's only like you have to match the pieces exactly. You can't, you know. Again, like there's a half wall and another piece, but it takes up the split. No, it's literally piece for piece. Okay, updated the loot in the PvP areas to be instanced, similar to the PvE. So that's basically, you know, like how we've got it now. And then implemented a new loot structure for the DD. Schematics no longer rotate on a weekly basis. More under this in the Deep Desert and Lands Rad header. So the only thing I remember them talking about it, where if you run into a recently looted place, you could still get your own loot. And I'm trying to remember, I'll have a look now if they've added that in. Okay, so the ability to recover lost vehicles. So you've got what, 72 hours, I think. We'll double check it, but you pay a fee, and then yeah, you can recover your vehicle, which is cool. Vehicle visibility increase drastically up to 2 kilometers, so you can see thopters from a fair amount away, which is good. Then you get ganked. Wind traps will now stop consuming filters if the base's water storage is full. So you can literally fill up the. Probably why we saw the 10 and, you know, insane amount of wind traps. Jesus, it's a lot of wind traps. But yeah, you can just fill them up with filters. You don't have to stress about, you know, burning through them. It'll stop. Then they added 17 new Dune building pieces. Here they are. Can you see that? I don't know. How did they make that one slide wider? Hold on. There we go. There we go. So the original were these 4 on the left. And then these are all the new ones. And this kick-ass window. And the roof as well, to be fair. You'll see the roof piece is what I mean. Because you can literally, once you place all the pieces together, you can actually build more pieces on top. Like you can literally, that becomes a flat surface. So you can literally put a flat piece on top of that and then seal it off if you don't want to have the exposed metal. It's cool. Gives us options. No half wall though, eh? No, just the railing. Increased bank inventory slot volume. More under this resources building. More? What? Increase the bank inventory slot. Okay. We now have 30,000 inventory volume. What? Whoa. What was it before? 30,000? And 500 inventory slots. So 30,000 volume. Damn. That's cool. Okay, so if you wanted to... The only thing I don't know is, right, so I'll need to check it. But what happens if, let's say I'm like, okay, cool, I want to switch servers, right? I want to join someone else. Could I then pack away all my shit, put it in the exchange, all my, all my valuable resources, building materials and everything I've kind of like made, go to a new siege and then start again, but then I still have access to that? Or does, no, the exchange is, no, the exchange isn't central, right? It's not a central exchange. So all your stuff stays on that server. I just answered my own question. But I was just trying to work out, like, okay, so yeah, you see, the central exchange makes sense. Because then you can switch servers and then join a buddy, go co-op, and you've got your stuff there. Okay, so building, crafting. We pretty much went over the Dune pieces. There's some fixes. Loopholes and crash ships to include new unique items. Hopefully the frequency of the crash ships is increased. That was a little low. Noticed it being a little low last time. And it was basically since the event till now. I'm hoping that's changed. Because in the event, there was like, you know, the Chome event, there was tons of crash ships. Above and what the event was doing, obviously. But after that update, it was sparse. Updated loot in PvP areas to be instanced. Okay, we went over that. And then to support it, the loot tables have been balanced. The PvP loot still has increased drops compared to PvE. Yeah, so this means that every player who loots a container in the PvP area will get their own personal loot. Okay, and then 3-man building pieces, yep. Increased bank inventory slots, 25 to 500. Okay, so the increased bank slot count went from 25 to 500. And the inventory volume went from 15,000 to 30,000. That means you can literally pack away all your shit. Everything. 3-man garage door, you can now fit the tread wheel. Combat, so crippling strike debuffs and suspensive blast debuff. Okay. Not massive, but still. People were asking for that. Modified dash stamina cost while affected by the suspensive blast. Okay, well now it costs 33% more than the baseline instead of 100. Brings it in line with other effects. Okay. So it's no longer possible to place a respawn beacon or other deployable tools inside Imperial's testing stations. I didn't even know you could do that. Cool. Okay, so added a vehicle, the ability to recover lost vehicles, and you can have up to 5. So 5 vehicles at a time for recovery. If you lose a 6, it overwrites. You know what I mean? So you don't want to be losing 10 vehicles, because you'll just have 5. They'll overwrite each other. So 5 is your max. And then they must be recovered within 72 hours. Otherwise, they're lost forever. Vehicles lost prior to the release of this patch can't be recovered. But the cool news is my sand bike from the beginning of the game will now finally go away because it's been sitting just chilling. I lost it in the map and it's been there the whole time. And then, of course, there's a Solari fee. Okay. We'll bring additional lights in the Lost Harvest Forgotten Lab to help with guiding towards the boss room. Okay. I don't remember struggling with that. But still, cool. New player experience, improved to be more accessible. Okay. Resource delivery from standard merchants now includes a first step to acquire the resource to be delivered. Okay. Players in the same party are now grouped together when attempting to join some instance maps. Cool. Deep Desert Lands Rad. A new loot structure for the Deep Desert. Schematics no longer rotate on a weekly basis. Instead, all schematics are able to be acquired each week, except for the ones preserved for the Lands Rad. Okay. Players will players will now obtain a player start near one of the taxi services in the Deep Desert. Gives all players access to taxi services to escape the desert safely. So, significantly reduce the amount of sync charts required to be delivered for the Landsrad task requesting them. Used to be more than 24,000, now it's 1,000. Some big ass numbers, bro. You know what I mean? Like the bank storage and volume. Jesus, it's a big change, and so is this. That's a drastic change. Okay, UI, we saw the alert for the base power, so when you ran up to your base, in the vehicle management menu, it's now possible to choose a respawn point. Updated debuff UI. Press shift enter and chat. Updated time of day UI. There's quite a few things that changed in the UI. Change piece picker to copy piece. Okay, we saw that. And then now the what's his name? It's now a button instead of a option, because that option's now been changed with replace. Graphics and animations. Yep. Doors and Penta shields should now show up in the Celita replicator preview mode. They weren't before? I never saw it. Okay, and then what I'll do is I'm just going to put this, if anybody wants to go over like mad patch notes. There they are. Cool. Alright, so let's carry on. How long are we going for? An hour already. Well. I really want to just get to the replacing of this. Wait. Did I empty out the Thopter completely? Because what I'm also... No, I didn't. So what I'm also going to do is... I'm probably going to have to build another one of these. Which is fine. Getting used to the what's-his-name is going to take a bit, though. Ball pace, calibrated servox. Getting used to not, you know... me switching down and just changing to piece picker. That's going to take a little while, but it's fine. It's funny how quick those things become automatic, man. Okay, assault. I'll leave the fuel cell. How much do we have? Have I got a full one on me? I got a full one on me. Never mind. Dunk, 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 dunk. Shit, man. 60 to repair the compactor? Dude, that's... See, this makes me really annoyed that I deleted my Mark V. The Mark V unique. I think I'm going to go back to just using that. Which means I need to farm that. But yeah, I mean... You know... Sucks a bit. Now let's do the water. It's a good idea, actually. How much did I bring with me? Because I can actually grab some more. Just for the first run. Right? Let's just check. Because 200,000 in total. So 200 liters. I bought 40 with me. Yeah, I'm going to go get more. It's not in there. In there. No, it isn't. Oh shit, I dropped it on the floor. Oh no. I dropped it on the floor. Where's my water? Oh no. Did I seriously lose? What else did I put in that box? I literally moved the water? No, you're kidding me. Fuck. Is that a bug? Gonna have to report a bug. That's not good. That was literally just sitting on the floor. How did that disappear? What else did I put in that box? Oh no. Was it just the water? Shit. That's a bug. Because the box is on the floor, right? I just dropped it. No, it wasn't on the floor. It was on one of my tiles. Why did it just disappear? Oh, that sucks so much. Just luckily, I think it was just the water that I put in there. Imagine I put in a whole bunch of mats. Right? Why the hell did it do that? Did it just fall through the floor? Or was it outside or something? Oh, it's gone, bro. Oof. Okay. That's a bug. Because it was literally here. It was on the same tile that I put the storage on. Shit. Well, that's not good. Did it fall through the map? It must have. But what caused it to do that? Okay. That sucks a bit. What I'm going to do is I'm going to just take this back. That stone. Yeah, luckily it was just the water. Oh, that could have gone poorly. Imagine it was a whole bunch of mats. I mean, I'm still annoyed about that. That's like, what, 40 liters of water and, you know, not the end of the world, though. It's quick to get back, but still. That could have been way worse. Why did it do that? Okay. Let's head back. We're going to get more water, and then get granite, and then, yeah. I mean, I'm trying to think if that's happened before. I don't think so. Normally you drop stuff on the floor, it's fine. Not an issue. And hopefully it was just the water. I don't remember. Shit. Yeah, that sucks a little bit, eh? Okay, back to Haga. I can't remember what material. Was it aluminium? Wasn't Dura. It was Dura. I'm just thinking, well, like, what size are those lithogrons? How big were they? They were 10 liters, right? Yeah, 10 liters. Or was it aluminium or was it Dura? I think it's aluminium. Hopefully it's something less, but I mean, yeah. Still. 4 of them? 4 of them in water. Why did it disappear though? Whoa. So that's also been changed. We have now a little marker around it. That was one of the UI updates. Okay, so don't put stuff on the floor, eh? I wonder what happened though. Was it like a scenario where it just fell through the map? Like, what caused that? Oh, and then I need to dismantle my buggy. And probably replace the damn torch, because it's almost fried. Did I check if there was anything in the inventory? Hold on a second. Nothing important, but still. Shit, dude, that worries me, man. What happens if, like, let's say you ran out of space dismantling your buggy, then there's pieces on the floor, and what, they just disappear? What caused that? I wonder if it was because I was dismantling the walls and stuff. No, I mean, that wouldn't do anything. Welding torch about to break. Of course it is. I like that idea though. You know, being able to use like spice wire or something and recover the durability. Like the lost durability. That's cool. Okay, so should I load the... I mean, it's safe on the Thopter, right? Should be safe on the Thopter. Fuck. I probably should have used the buggy, to be fair, before I dismantled it, to quickly go and farm some granite. You know? Whoops. Oh, dude, I'm a little bit bummed about this shit falling through the floor, though. That can't be a thing. Right? That's not something we're going to have to now deal with. No. Was it just because it was the DD? I mean, shouldn't be. Might as well get that running. So yeah, let me craft some more. I've got 2 downstairs, right? I'll just craft 2 more. Don't need to craft 8 and just be ridiculous. Unnecessary. Do we get any bigger ones? Oh. Okay. That's them. They're aluminium. Okay, 30. Yeah, not great. But again, not terrible, terrible. Large blood sack? This is 24,000. It's 24,000, right? Oh no, it's 15,000. No, that sucks. Wasn't there a bigger one than that? Is the largest one 15? No, come on. Wasn't there one that was 24,000? Was that a unique? Might have been a unique. Might have been a unique. So this is what I need to get. I need to get the compact compactor. Because this is spice infused duralinium, but it's not melange. Oh, speaking of, I need melange. I need melange and I need granite. How much am I going to take? How much granite do I have with me here? Plastone. I'm going to have way more now. I've got 2,500 granite. Okay. We're going to find that granite. That's way faster than mining it. No. Let me just fill... No. Don't bother. I need to get the other ones first. I've got 2 more downstairs. Where did I put the damn granite, man? It must be... Yeah. Right? There's 1,000 of it. It's fine. I'll drop off the plastone. Throw on the granite. Think about 2,000 granite. I think that makes more sense. Yeah, because I mean the thing is like 60 melange to repair, bro. That's a lot. Hey? Doesn't make sense. I mean, to be fair, like the compact compactor was fine. It was absolutely solid in terms of, you know. Yeah, I'll throw that on there. In terms of like collecting spice sand, it still broke. Like one medium spice field and that thing was pretty much done. But still, I'd rather, you know, I'm doing it for melange. Does it make sense to spend all the melange that, you know, that ratio isn't right? Is that with the small, I wonder? Okay, where are the other 2 leader johns? Like, I'm just thinking, like, is it... What's that ratio? 10,000 to repair. Is that using the medium refinery or the small one? Surely can't be the large one. Oh, there they are. Because the large refinery does what? The small one's 100 to 1. Then 75, then 50, right? So 50 to 1. So 10,000 melange gives us how much in terms of... No, 10,000 sand gives us how much in terms of melange? What am I looking for? Melange. Where did I store it? No, it's not here. It's in the refinery. I'm sure it's in the box by the refinery. Sure it's here. Yeah, 385. Okay, I'm gonna need how much for the... Oh, that's actually a good thing. Let me just check on that as well. First thing I want to build, man. If we have enough stuff. What do I need for this? Calibrated servox. Yeah, we've got loads. Silicon block. Yeah, we go fine for that. I probably might need more Dura. Okay, but where is the large? This is what I need. Okay, complex machinery, good. Advanced machinery, I'm going to have to do a quick... What's his name? That's fine, that's quick. Spice melange 400, but it's 200 in the DD. Also, plastinium is 380. Fuck. 380. How much did I take with me? Oh, it's half. Right, it's half. So it's 190. Yeah, okay, we're good. We're good on that. Okay, so should I just take all the melange? Is that a bit risky? As long as I don't put it on the damn floor. Dude, that's worrying me, bro. What if we put like something really valuable on the floor? Oh, there's my Jolt sword. What was it doing in there? Shouldn't have been in there. Yeah, like, that worries me, man. Okay, everything else we'll leave for now. Yeah, like, what if I'm just like, oh, I'll just put this on the floor quickly. You know, because it stores, it's fine, it's not the end of the world. And then I go and do something else, and then bang, put your melange on the floor, and suddenly you lose all your melange. Oh, that's, yeah, bro, that's not good. Okay, so 1500 granite. Yeah, that should be fine. I'm going to fill the water as well. Full containers. Thanks. Should I get the... Yeah, why didn't I do that? Let's be sensible. Let's be sensible. We're here. I've used half the damn base's water. Ah. Try now. Yeah, there we go. Shit, bro. One thing with a game like this, though, there is a lot of housekeeping. Good grief, there's a lot of housekeeping. I mean, it's worth doing. So you're not playing catch-up the whole time, but still. Shit. I wish there was a quicker way to deposit bodies. Like, I get, you know, the whole, like, thinking behind it, like, but it'd be cool to just, yeah, access them similar to how we access storage, you know? Like, I suppose deposit all corpses. Would that work? I mean, maybe. You know? Or you can get like a, what are they called? Like a dobby. You know? Have like a little ghoul running around just doing like house maintenance, and you can put in the corpses and, you know. And like whenever you like see him, he's like sweeping or something. It was endless dust, right? So you can just sit there and sweep dust. He's not depositing corpses and... Okay. That's everything done. Oh, the torch. Yeah, let's just... where do I make it? Survival, no? The survival, yeah. That torch is about to break. I don't want to have to deal with that in the deep desert. It's going to be annoying. No. Survival fabricator. Which is where? There. Oh, you shit. Oh! I took all the Dura with me. Okay, so I'm gonna have to get 14 advanced servox. Because, yeah. I probably need to make more Dura, man. It's the spark sword. Should I just take a pile each? Yeah. Just in case. You know? Why not? And then I can just, you know, get rid of the old one, make a new one. Don't worry about it. Oh, the other thing I do need to take as well. There. We're going into the new areas, so let's take that. Oh, then I'm running out of inventory space. Shit. What am I rocking? Yeah, it's those two. Well, that's it. Fuck it. Yeah, it's fine for now. So, we'll do the replacement side. So I know that's done, you know, and also we get to like test it out. And then, yeah, I'm probably going to do, because I need to build, look, I'm not going to do some farming now. No. No. Instead, I'm going to do a, what's his name? I'll do a testing station. Just see if we can get some advanced machinery. I'm going to need 2, to be fair, and I'm not going to need, like, no, I won't need much. It'll literally be 2, and then, oh, you know what I didn't take? Did I? Hold on. I don't know if I packed it. I need to check. It might still be back at the base. Which is a bit of a fail. Damn it, it's still back at the base. Shit. Right? Yeah, I don't have it with me. No, I need it. I need to get my scout. Because once the assault's there, I want to try and leave it there. You know, I don't want to be going back and forth with the assault. I mean, it's not, you know, it's not terribly slow, but I mean, yeah. It makes more sense to use the scout. It's quicker back and forth. Look, we're still in row A, you know? I mean, it's, yeah. Not like I'm flying 10 kilometers a shot, but still. Can I just park cheekily on the top here without having to go through the whole... I don't know. Yeah, we're good. Thanks. Oh! Okay. There we go. That's all I wanted. In fuel cells I can make out there. Yeah, we're good. Should be fine. Look, I still would have needed the assault anyway. Because I needed to come back and forth. Like, can you do it all in one run? I don't know. Maybe. You'd have to have things dialed in though, just in terms of like building costs, and you'd have to work out the math for like each individual piece, and then maybe you could. Because you got to deal with item count plus volume, and then you also like taking the buggy. I mean, that takes up like most of your inventory, just in terms of slots. Okay, so we'll park. Where am I? I'm in the middle. Yeah, I'm in the middle. Oh shit! No. Okay, I'm in the middle. Yeah, so I'm gonna go to the middle. Then, what do I need to build? Should I try and do I need to worry about building everything now? No. Don't worry about building. Whoa! Whoops! Right past the deep desert. I'm not going to worry about building everything now. Okay, I'm just going to worry about the replacement. Just testing that out. Testing the Dune man set, and then yeah, maybe doing a testing station. This wasn't going to be a super long stream anyway. Bro, is this tracked? Why? Why does it do that? How far away was I flying? Fail. There we go. Right, so yeah, I'll rebuild the Dune man set. Let's see how long that takes. And then yeah, then I need to work out like the large ore refinery. Where am I going to yeah. Shit. How much is that? I don't even, the first time I'm building it, so I don't know what it costs the power. I don't know, you know. And again, we're not going with the spice Jenny yet. It's definitely going to make sense though for the DD. I keep saying the DD, I'm in the deep desert, but like the actual deep desert, you know what I mean? Row E. How am I 3,000 kilometers away from... Okay. So I'm buying another crash ship. Oh, while I'm doing this, I need to check for testing station. Where's the testing station? Must be one around here. Oh, lots of mats though. Very happy about that. I think this is one right here. Yep. Perfect. That'll do. Oh shit. True. Now, to be fair, I do want to replace the bottom pieces as well. And the cool thing is, now with the update... let me just transfer the... what's his name over? You can replace... let's throw that in there, throw that in there, throw that in there. You can replace with... oh, there's the melange. Please don't destroy. I mean, it's risky biscuits, but... you can replace pieces, right, with stuff on it, and you don't lose it. I lose my melange here. I'll do it on the water. Dunk. Just like that. Which is cool. You know? Now again, you can't spin it, so I don't know, you know... I mean, is it going to matter? No, not really, because, yeah. But yeah, you can't you can't change the orientation. That's just something you got to bear in mind. But being able to do this is awesome. And this is just one click. So in terms of speed and like, you know, how easy it is to do. Yeah, man. This is awesome. And it's just so like, so changing, you know, changing a whole base set is now, I mean, this is pretty damn effortless. And I don't have to worry about moving stuff that's sitting on top of it. I love this. And yeah, the Dune Man set. Yeah. Oh, I have run out of space. Boink, boink. Now we should have enough. I mean, we've got what, 1,500? Yeah, we should be fine. So now we're going to replace it with, oh, let's do that one. Will it do the same? There we go. Just like that. Awesome. And then we're going to do windows. There we go. So the only thing you got to bear in mind is that you can't overlaps. Oh, so that's the thing. So your move, thanks. Your pieces of the Dune Man set, yeah, they take up a little bit more space. So you see how it won't allow it because these are a bit close. So that one's fine. That one's okay. Nope and nope. So if you had built the pieces already, you'd have to demolish or move. And then you go. Oh. Okay, so now here's some stuff on the floor. Let's just leave it there. I want to leave it there and see if it disappears. It's unnerving if it's doing that though. See, same thing here. So you'd have to move it out a little bit. Not much, like you'd probably find that you'd be able to replace and then push them back almost to where they were. But yeah, one click replace, man. Yeah, you see here. That's fine. That one's fine. Nope. It's just because there's a slight size difference. I'm gonna have to demolish that. Oh no, that yeah, it's fine. I need to demolish this anyway. Because technically, this is all coming down. But it's fine. I'm not gonna do it right now. Oh, for goodness sake! What? Did I not move this enough? There we go. Done. That's all the walls done. One shot. Now, if you want to change, you can't replace with the same building piece, but you can. So if you wanted to switch it out, like you could do that. Works fine. Which is just being able to do that, man, is like, oh, it's awesome. Just in terms of, you know, right now I'm just doing, yeah, I'm just building just, you know, sort of whatever. But if you wanted to look at, if you looked at something you're like, actually I want to change this, yeah, it's just really not an issue. So same thing here. So just like that, bang. Doesn't mess with the pentashield. Everything stays working. Look, and the reason for that is, and it's also why I used that set specifically. Because the Harko set and this are the same, whereas the Atreides is a half wall and a separate piece. So that you can't, not as simple as to replace. Whereas this, look at that. Look how simple that was. Boink. Done. Oh. Here we go. Replaced. Whole base of Dune set, just like that. Dude. Very, very cool. So now the thing with the... Oh, hello. Oh no, did my thing just break? Of course it fucking did. Exactly what we were talking about. Oh, the suspensor belt is a joke. Now I'm stuck. Yep. See, now it's at 50%. It's not at 50 yet. Irritates me. 55. Yeah, so that's the last time I repair it. And now it's just going to be dismantled. Anyway, so the cool thing about this set is you can then add, if you want to, add covers to it, to the top. Now this makes sense if you're building another floor, right? So, you know, building a secondary floor, then yeah, the third floor in this case. But I love this exposed metal, and it just makes sense for this kind of base for now. You know, where I probably could change it, to be fair, is let's say if I do a door out here, or so I'm gonna have to put some wind traps. So wherever the side of the wind traps, I could. I'd have to change this, of course. But I could do this, right? So on the one side, you don't have to. Like I could fill this in because I'm going to literally need to do that on the one side anyway. So I can put in the wind traps. And normally what I would run is like this, right? So you've got, you know, plenty of space. You need a 2x2 for wind traps, right? So I could put wind traps there, and got loads of space, and then I've more than enough space to park the assault. Now, if I wanted to, I could erase one row, and now build it out here, and then take advantage of the what's his name, which is cool, right? Because effectively, you see how it goes in like that, right? But now I can take advantage of this and build the wind traps here, and then take back some of the roof. What is that? Hold on, let me just go get rid of this blastone. Causes trouble. There we go. And yeah, so plenty of space now for plenty of space for wind traps. And plenty of space for the pentashield. And it's matches. It's like, you know what I mean? Like it's, you know, it's the same level. It's leveled, which is neat. It's a unique thing. Dig it. Now I was going to decide about the door for the buggy. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. The other thing I've been thinking about is I set up... I don't know if it's going to work. If I set this up, right? I don't think it'll work because number one, I need a... I did it with the Atreides thing where you can set up the passageway. Manage. Would I have to disable all the closing of the doors? You see, I don't know if having the doors like forced open, if air will still pass through here. I don't know. Because what I was doing with the Atreides set was putting the passageway like this, then putting the wind trap in it. Just so the wind trap would be sheltered, but it would still work and collect water. Shit, I don't have enough Dura. And yeah, the thing is, I don't know. I'm not worried about the top because the Dune set actually works perfectly for the top. Right? You just literally need 4 of these. Oh, that's weird. Oh, maybe I spoke too soon, bro. Oh, I had to put in a half wall. No, that was for the Atreides set. Oh, this might not work. No, look at that. That doesn't work. Huh. And if we put in a... Can I? Can I put in a... Oh, you bastard. Can I? I just want to see if this works. And then can I put a... Can I put a... What's his name? Can I put a corner roof on that? On the railing? No. Can't mount to the railing. So I'd have to use a half wall of another set. Not the end of the world. Be cool if they included a half wall though. We'd have to do this. Right. And then no, thanks. Yeah, and then pull that in. I don't think it's going to work with the Dune set, to be honest with you. So that'll work in terms of space. So we could have... So I'd have the space to put it up there, but number one, I don't know if the door's going to work. Like, even if it's left open. Like, I don't think it's going to work like the Atreides set would work in terms of... Yeah, you know, being able to just... Because the Atreides set is simple with that. I don't know, to be fair. I mean, I don't know what the durability loss is on the wind traps doing it. Because it was suggested to me, like, literally from the beginning. So I've just kind of been doing it. So I'd literally do that. And then... You know, building the wind trap inside. And it's super simple with this. Because the Atreides set works, yeah, and again, you have to do, of course, the half wall business. Yeah, because remember the Atreides set is, yeah, it needs a... It's not like the Harko set. To be fair, I've never tried with the Harko set. You probably could do it as well. But literally then I just add in a corner. And then that would be it. You know, that would be enough for height-wise and what's his name to build the wind trap. And it would be enough. And then because it's an open passageway, it's fine. It doesn't block the air. But you get a sheltered bonus from being under the thing, right? You can see that it says I'm sheltered. So that means that your durability during sandstorms on your wind traps was, nothing. So I think I'm still going to have to run the Atreides set unless this idea works. It looks a little daft though, to be honest. You know? I mean, this doesn't look bad, to be fair. Yeah, that doesn't look bad. A bit weird that the placement though, funny enough. I changed that. But yeah, it's like the thing I never tried, to be fair, was the Harko. So is there an equivalent for the Harko? So there's the door. There's no passage. Yeah, there's no passage. So yeah, you'd have to try and, I don't know, again, I don't know if this will work. But the nice thing with the Harko set though, to be fair, is that you can run the same wall setup that I was running, roof, sorry. Now, before I did the replacement, right? So you could literally run this. Oh, you bastard. And then I'll literally try a wind trap in there and see what that looks like. But I'm so used to yeah, you see that fits. There we go. So you could what I don't know is if you leave everything open, right? Does it allow you to, like, does it work the same way? Right? So if I have a 4-door box, I have to test with the wind traps, which I will. Because if it works, then it's like, I'm a bit bummed that the Dune Man set doesn't fit. And I need to add in another. But to be fair, if you look at it, you can see why. But even on the corner one, there's these, it's that. But yeah, would this work like this? Because this works. This I absolutely know works. But I'm not sure this does. Like, does the door function even though you've got it open? The gate. Close automatically, open automatically. Right? If I've set it to open, does it allow airflow? Right? Like, does that work? Okay, that didn't fall through the floor. I'm not sure what happened. I'm going to have to go back through footage and just check what happened, what triggered the thing to drop out. Super weird, man. And yeah, so then the only thing we haven't done is we haven't changed the door. Now, how do I want to do it? Same as I did before. How did I do it before? Oh yeah, that's right. And then I did a ramp, which was where? There we go. I don't know why it does that now and again. Okay. Okay, and then I did a wall. And what I'll do for this wall is... I mean, to be fair, the corners actually don't look bad at all. They really work. So if you see that works. Nice way to do a corner. That's the other one, eh? Ooh. I don't know what the shape is. Hold on. Yeah, that's kind of rad, but I don't think... It's actually very cool. I don't think the pentashield's going to work on that. Probably not. No. What's the other way it's trying to... No. Okay, so that's not going to work. So then in terms of... All I wanted to do is just literally build a box. Yeah, we can do that for now. And the pentashield will connect between these two, so then I need a wedge. So the wedge might look a little weird. Oh, no way. So it'll actually let me do that there as well? It will. So then could I just do a wall? You can. You build a straight wall there. Just like that. Or you could do a wedge. Ah. I like this experimenting. Hope this isn't driving anybody crackers. But it's cool. Okay, so I'm going to do this. Thanks. Which looks better? That's a sealed wedge, right? Yeah. I suppose if I was going to leave the corners, which I'm not, I don't actually like how that looks. I kind of think that looks a little daft. So that's going to move. So then I'm going to just dismantle that. Yeah, because what I'm thinking is I want to put the railings on the edge and put this whole box inside. I think that makes more sense. Okay, yeah, there we go. So now we should be able to seal it pretty easy. Right, because we'll have one there. Okay. Done. So then if that's the case, I think let's just automatically do this because I know I'm going to do it anyway. Dude. Yeah, so the only thing is the piece picker is so automatic in my brain. It's going to take a little while to get used to. That's fine. Yeah, so we'll do that there and that there. And then, yeah, the only thing is... Oh, shit, I was supposed to test that before I just dismantle it. Right. Whoops. Yeah. Let's do that. And there we go. Why the fuck did it do it that way around? So unnecessary. Can we just... Okay, yeah, so the only thing is I don't know about this. I'm going to test it. I'm interested to know. Because if it does work, then I'm going to try and find a way to use the Dune Man set. But yeah, you see, I don't like it on this edge. I don't think it makes sense. Now, to be fair, I mean, I say that. What probably would make more sense looks-wise is to have, because we can, literally fill that in, right? Yeah, so that looks a little better by doing that. So either I move the whole thing back and then I don't stress about the pieces on the top, so it's an open grate system, which I think is going to be better anyway. And then I can get rid of this piece over the edge. Yeah. Anyway, let me just install the, what's his name again? I think this should be enough. Yep, we have enough power. Cool. Okay, so then I need to just quickly move the salt. If I can. Should be alright. Yep. Okay. Now we can finally do the buggy. Did I move all the pieces back into here? Because I'm gonna need to move things around again, aren't I? I am. Oh, dude, that torch is so broken. Okay, so let's just move all of this over. I'll leave that on, actually. Oh, no, I won't. Yes, I will. I'm gonna need one to fill up the buggy. The buggy is gonna be empty. Okay, volume wise we're alright. Should be able to fit everything. Yeah. Here's my precious melange. Dude, the melange is like, you know? Oh. I mean, yeah, for now it's alright. That's another thing. If I replace, right? So let's say invalid replacement. I can. Cool. That's rad. You know? Yeah. Okay, it's buggy time. Let's build this buggy so I know that's done. Then where are we at? Yeah, we can call it. Okay. Yep. Just gonna remember to do the engine and the, what's his name? Engine. PSU. We can do all the rest of the stuff. Done. And there's no way I'm going to be leaving it looking like that. Just not going to happen. Look, the Atreides green isn't bad. But I'm just so used to the, what's his name? Colors. There we go. Done. Oh, I've got to fill it up. Whoops. And then I'll just store this soul there. I'll just store that on there. Yeah, that's fine. And we can get rid of that. Done. Okay. So for now, I think that's the basic base setup. Because the next thing I need to do a what's his name? I need to do a testing station run. I've got to find what's his name, advanced machinery, and then My worry is that my Dura is so low. I might have to do some. To be fair, aluminium I'm fine on, but I don't know if I have enough jasmine to make Dura. I need to make more Dura. Yeah, I think I might have to. So let me just check the large ore refinery, right? 380 plastinium? There's 190. Weird how that doesn't update here, eh? The problem is the advanced cobalt paste. Cobalt paste? I need 350 even in the DD. Shit. That's fine. I've got loads of cobalt paste back home. Back at the base. Main base. So I'll go grab that. Move further inside the land claim? Wait. That's interesting. I wonder if that's because of the... Okay, we'll have to build that and see. This thing's massive. Yeah, we'll have to build that and see where that's going to fit. It may need to go somewhere else. I don't know. Yeah, but for now, I think that's it, eh? Easily replaceable sets. Awesome. And then I'll test this out. And if it does work, got to work out how the hell I'm going to do the Dune Man set, bro. So we know these two work. Well, the Haka roof piece and the Atreides roof piece. The Dune Man roof piece, though, is not so much because of that piece there. Can I just have a look at... If I look at the Dune Man set, where's the roof? There. Okay, so... Overlap existing placeables. Yeah, it doesn't fit, bro. It doesn't fit. So we may have to just stick with the Atreides set on top. Again, not the end of the world. No. That's, if that makes the most sense, then yeah, that makes the most sense. And if this works, yeah. If I replace this, right? Does it remember the settings? Yeah, it looks like it does. No, it doesn't. It doesn't, unfortunately. Love being able to do that, though. Yeah. But we don't know if this works. So we're gonna have to test it. See, the thing is, I don't know if the what's his name? If this works like a irritates me. Like, I don't know if this, you see the hologram? I don't know if that works like a pentashield. You know? I don't know if it's the same thing. Like, is there a soft... So it says we're sheltered. Right? Oh, no. In fact, we're water sealed. That's going to be a problem. Water sealed. See, that's a problem. Sheltered. I'm standing right by the door. Unsheltered. Man. Stay up. Sheltered. Water sealed. Water sealed right at the door. And this is unsheltered. See, I don't know if that's going to work. Because on this set, unsheltered. Same. Same. And then sheltered. So the midpoint is sheltered. Whereas the midpoint of this, water sealed. You see, I don't think this is going to work. I'm just basing it on that, but I don't think having the wind trap in there with the doors is going to make sense. Here I know it works. So here you get the best of both. You get a sheltered buff and you get the wind trap still works. But in that, yeah, in that I don't know. I don't know if that's going to work. I don't think so. Not if I look at this. I mean, it says water sealed right at the damn door. Look at that. We're literally water sealed here. And in the middle. I don't think that's going to work. Damn. Well, and I'll test it. And what I'm going to do is just move this. It's irritating me. I want to see what this looks like. I don't think it's going to work. You know what? Do I need to even test it? Probably not. It's probably not going to work. If it says water sealed in the damn middle of it, there's no way. It's not going to work. So we're going to have to stick with the Atreides set for that. Again, not the end of the universe. I mean, I'd rather get the buff. This should be facing the other way, no? I'd rather get the buff, even though it doesn't quite fit with the set. The buff is more worth it, you know? Okay. Well, it's fine. I'm just thinking, like, could I use... I can't even use the... I can't even use the Atreides passages, right? And this was the Dune Man roof. It won't work. Because the Dune Man roof has got the what's his name's in it? The cross beams. Right? So the Harko roof will work. We know that works. So you can combine this. It'll look a little odd, but you can combine that and that'll work. But you can't use the Dune Man set. Because of the crossbeam. Oh, no. Yeah, there's no way. I mean, look, I'll absolutely try it. Where is it? Binaries, large wind trap, right? Is it under... Oh, it's under utilities. It's weird. Yeah, there we go. I don't think it's going to even let me... It's going to be iffy. Yeah, it's not going to let me... Shit. I'm going to have to build... Okay. No. So even with the what's his name? This'll work. Because I've done that already. What? Oh. Got to put half walls in. But yeah, I've done that already. I know that works. This is not going to work though. You'd have to half wall it, then put this on top. So it'll be an extra height. I mean, would it? Yeah, but I mean, at that point, like, what are we doing? Right? I mean, because it's... I have to test this now. I'm like stuck having to test it. Okay, so either I put on... Either way, I'd have to do this, right? Regardless of anything. Okay, I suppose I could do the Harko set, but... Destroy that. Outer, yeah. Okay, so... Let's get rid of that and that. Done, 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 done. Okay. All right, so now that I've added the extra space, it'd be strange if the Dune Man set didn't work now. I'm sure it will. Right? It's gonna look a little strange, obviously, because it's half. Yeah. It'll work. It'll just look, you know, it'll look absurd because look how tall that is comparison to now if I put in the Atreides set. And all you need is just the corners. Yeah, you see that? Atreides looks better. Right? That looks odd. It would be fine if we didn't need the half wall. And we did that. It would look fine. Because the passage actually doesn't the passageway isn't that much material. So you'd literally have that same set there. But yeah, with the half, it doesn't work. And there's nothing in the Dune Man set. No, this is standard. Oh well. It is what it is. We checked it. So for Harko, yeah. Harko won't work. The only way to do it is the Atreides setup. There's no other way to do it. Because there's no passageway. Oh, I don't know about, to be fair, I haven't checked the Chome. Is there a Chome double passageway? Let's have a look. No. And there isn't one in the observer one either. No. There's just the gates, just the wide doors. And then wasn't there a... No, there's the wide door. There's no wide passageway in Harkonnen either. No. And I don't know, look, to be fair, there is a half wall though. There is a half wall. So what you probably might... If you built a pillar, that'd have to be a corner pillar, right? So you build a corner pillar, half wall, then add... That might work. That might work. Because you'd literally have a corner pillar, half wall. Well, you know, you don't even need to do the half wall. So it would be like this, right? I don't know if it's gonna work. I'm gonna try it though. See, the thing is, I don't know what the... Okay, so you've got 4 pillars in, right? And then you just take the Harko roof, it'll be this one, and mount it to the... No. Yes. Okay. So I don't know if that's mounting to this though. I don't know if it's mounting to this or if it's actually mounting to that pillar. If it's just mounting to the pillar, then you could, because this would work the same. It's the same thing. See, I'm still sheltered in the center, and then at the edges, unsheltered, which means the wind would get in. Should do. Okay, so if I kill this... No. Shouldn't say no immediately. Hold on. Now, is that mounted to this? Yeah. There we go. And then we sheltered in the middle. Sheltered in the middle. So then... If I put this there... Yeah, there we go. So that would work. And if you wanted to be fair, you could add more pillars. Where were the pillars again? There. Right, because should allow us to. Oh no, it wants the center of the tile, not center of the... okay, never mind. But yeah, that would work. So you could actually do it like this for Harko. Doesn't look as good as the Atreides one does, but I mean, shit, that's still functional. Now, to be fair, there are pillars in the Dune Man set, but again, you run into the issue of the roof. So you'd have to do, and there's no half wall, right? So you'd have to do. Yeah. And I don't even know if you could do it. I don't even know if you could do... Could you do a Dune Man corner column? Right? Corner column. Okay, I'm just going to do a quick test. 2 columns would probably be a bit much. Because then, I mean, you could do it because effectively you would be doing roof like that. Would we be sheltered at the middle of this? Unsheltered. Too high. So you couldn't run a double pillar. Single pillar only. Dunk. Okay, so that's not going to work. And you can't run... You can't run single pillar and then corner roof. It's not high enough. It's not high enough for the wind trap. So you'd have to do wall. But it would be a full wall. And it would be... No. Can't do it there either. So you can't snap... Can't snap that. And if we did a half Atreides roof, half Atreides wall, sorry, is it the same? Is it the same scenario? It's the same scenario. So you would have to do right, and then the second you deconstruct the bottom one, boom, they will go. So that's not going to work either. So the only way to do it is either this way, dunk, or that way. Out of all the ways, I'm probably going to do it like that, eh? You know, it's the neatest. Most practical. There we go. Oh, shit. And then you get best of both. So you get the sheltered buff at the center. Where is it? Why is that not turning over? That's weird. This is because I've done it so many times at the moment. It's fine. I know this works. And then, yeah, then we just drop in the... because it'll still fit. And then, yeah, the durability on the wind trap is good. And because you get the shelter bonus, even though it's saying it's not working at the moment. We saw now with the Harkonnen one that it did. You get the shelter bonus, and then you get the... and it still does its job. Okay, so I think we're going to call it there, because I need to go get more Dura, and I think I need to go and do some fucking farming, and because, yeah... I know I've got enough aluminium, but I don't know if I have enough jasmium. And a jasmium run, yeah, bro. Not going to be putting you guys through that. So it just means that I'm going to need to bring plastone with me. Yeah, there's no way around it. Look, it won't be an enormous amount, to be fair. But there's no half walls, and there's no, and the Dune man said, I'm afraid, doesn't have a passageway. you know? And even if I did the 4-pillar method with the 4-corner roof, not high enough. There we go. Now it's showing it. Sheltered. Sheltered right in the middle, and then right at the edge. Dink, and sheltered. Perfect. We get best of both. Yeah, that still looks neat too. Yeah, that works. That'll work fine. Then I need to build another one. Which means I need what? 120, so I need 240 Dura. I should have that. 110. Anyway, yeah, so I'll probably need like what? I don't know. Not that much plastone. I'll take a 500 with me and then 1500 granite. And that should be more than enough. Easily. I'll take this back with me. I'll leave everything else here. Right, because I mean I won't need... In fact, why don't I just take this... so split that. I'll take this back with me. Cool. Yeah, so there we go. Look, the replacement thing is awesome. You know, just being able to just, you know, go, oh, I actually want to change that. And just whatever. Just like that. It's cool. The only thing that you run into though is the orientation. So you don't know that that should be the outer. I think to be fair on this door it's exactly the same on in and out. It is. But yeah, on some of the pieces you don't know if it's inside or outside. And then when you assemble you're like, you've replaced it. So you're kind of stuck because it stays in that orientation. Through. Just filling up business. Thanks. Okay. Oh, what about that other piece that was that other... Ah. Did I pick that up? I don't think I picked that up. So something's odd. Stuff on the floor after a certain amount of time just disappears. That's weird, man. I really hope that's not like, you know... That's a bug. It's definitely a bug. Oh, that's odd. Look, hopefully it's, you know, all our other stuff is fine. But yeah, it still shouldn't do that. I mean, if you drop something on the floor, it should stick around. It's inside your base, surely. You know? I could probably bring this in by one. Or maybe even, no, just one. Looking at this now. It's fine. Anyway, I think let's call it there. Let's call it there. I'm gonna have to go and do like more collecting stuff and... But yeah. That is the latest patch. I'm yet to see what that's going to do for the DD, and I'll have to chat to some guys probably on Sunday, and they can let me know what it means and are they finding it better for the DD or not, or yeah. I don't know. They'll definitely tell me. They're probably going to be pissed. But I don't know. The thing is, like, what are the numbers? Is it 70-30 PvE to PvP? Then yeah, then it's kind of tricky because you don't want your PvEers to start rocking and rolling. You know, that's not a win. Anyway, I'll be back on for God of War tomorrow, and yeah, you guys enjoyed the episode, and what was the other thing? I'll be back again for, of course, Dune on Sunday, but we're doing all the side quest stuff and then whatever's left over in the DD. And then, yeah, if not God of War tomorrow, then Space Marine Thursday, and, Death Stranding Friday. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday. Yeah. Bye.